You're speaking to us from Jamaica, right?
Well, actually, I'm actually in the US right now. I'm
Okay.
in Georgia and Atlanta.
Mm. But
Yeah,
your
but
roots, but your roots
I'm
are.
originally from Jamaica, from
Mm.
Jamaica. Yep.
All right. So you're welcome. It's great to have you here. Uh,
Thank you.
very much for coming. So what's your story?
So, well, first off, let me just introduce myself to those who don't know who I am. Again, my name is Carla Marcelle. I'm a transformational purpose coach. And what I do is help people who are feeling lost, stuck, stagnant in life, gain clarity so that they can discover their true identity and then use that identity to make their lasting mark in
Mm,
the world. So, I'm just all about people finding their passion and people using that passion to make the greatest impact that they can make here while they have this time on earth. And so I just really feel that, you know, in order to do that, you have to be spiritually in tuned. And so I back, you know, all that I do with the spirit of God, you know, as my driving force. And I
mm,
think when we are able to tap into that, then we're able to really tap into our purpose and know what that is and, you know, have the ability to execute it. So, yeah, so that's what I'll do. I just help people find their purpose and help people find their passion in life.
mm. Wow.
Mhm.
That's a very interesting thing to be helping people with, especially in a world like what we have today right now,
Right,
where
right,
many people are in things that they're not passionate about. You know, this will make you money. This won't make you money. This will make you happy. This will make you happy, as opposed to what's my heart saying. What is that thing I'm here to do?
right.
You know, and before we hit record, you were just telling me about about your story on how on how you decided to do this. You know, working with the mental institution and a few things like that. So, tell us a little bit more about that. What led you to where you are right now, becoming a coach helping people?
Yeah, so basically I was just telling you about what it is that I thought I wanted to do with my life and you know, just having the ideology of society, you know, you got to go to school and get these degrees and you know, once you get your degrees, everything will kind of fall into place and that wasn't necessarily my story. And I just found myself extremely unhappy and extremely unsatisfied with where I was in life, extremely like just down in the dumps, like always depressed, always just down. And I realized it was because I was not tapping into my purpose. I was not living in the call that I think you know that was placed in my life by God. It was because like I was just kind of just doing the regular mundane ordinary things, you know, letting I guess like my purpose in life kind of be defined by the ideologies of society and all that. And I just found myself in a really uncomfortable place. And in the work that I was doing at the time, which was mental health, working with kids who have been through these traumatic experiences, nowhere near nothing that I've ever experienced. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but these kids, they were going through such these traumatic experiences in their lives. And I felt so bad because my story was not nothing compared to what they were experiencing, and I can be as effective in their life as I needed to be because you know I was unsatisfied. So I had to really figure out, you know, in what capacity could I make the most impact in these kids' lives. And that basically stemmed my desire for helping people discover their purpose, you know, despite all these things that they've gone through, despite all the things that, you know, have came to break them and tear them down. You know, there's still a strength that's there, and people need to understand how to tap into that strength. And it just really tore my heart because I can help these kids tap into their strength. And I know that I could, but just because where I was in my life, it stopped me from being, you know, who I'm supposed to be to them. And I didn't want to continue my life in that aspect. So, I really did some soul searching, did some prayer, meditation, really connecting to God factor to ask God, hey, what is it that you really want me to do? What is it that you have for my life? Things are not working out, in my personal life. I'm not satisfied in my job. My family structure is a mess. What's going on? How can I be the most effective, in this life here that I have now, and from that, through my soul searching, I tapped into the transformational coaching. And so that's basically what stemmed my passion for it.
Mm. Wow. Wow. I like what you said about soul searching and, so for you, discovering your passion or purpose, is really about, the spirit of God and that soul searching for you. Are there specific things that, if someone were to leave today and go do that thing that would help in that journey of discovering who they really are, discovering their identity? Are there some things that could help in that aspect?
Yeah, so definitely the first and foremost thing that I like to tell people is that you have to take ownership and responsibility for what's going on, for the
Mm.
things that you want in life, for the things that make you happy. You have to be the one to go out and pursue those things and make those things be the joy factor for you. And you do that by focusing on the things that make you happy. Like, especially now, with the whole pandemic, with, people losing their jobs, like the economy right now, everything is so just so up in the air. And the more we focus on those things that are so chaotic and bring about the depression, the more we focus on those type of things, the more we have those type of feelings. And so it's so important that you figure out the things that make you happy, you figure out the things that you want in life, and you pursue those things. And the more you focus on those things, the less time you have to focus on the other. And I think there has to be balance. We have to make space for balance in our lives. We can't allow, and it takes a conscious effort. We can't just allow our minds to just kind of fluctuate towards the negative aspects of life. We have to intentionally be conscious about pursuing our happiness. And that's our journey. That's our responsibility. A lot of times we're looking for other people to make us happy. We're looking for our happiness in external forces and monetary things, and it doesn't come there. And so the other thing that I would say is you have to align behind a divine force. You have to align yourself and your beliefs and your ideologies around something that's stable and consistent. And for me, the most stable, consistent thing that I know is God. And so if you're needing that stability and you're just kind of all over the place, do get spiritually in tune, find whatever it may be. I mean, if it's God or nature or whatever it is for you, because it looks like something different for everybody. Your relationship with God, I like to tell people, is like a fingerprint. No two people have the same belief systems and the same ideologies when it comes to a divine aspect. So, whatever that looks like for you, really get deeply in tune with that aspect of your life. And I think just align behind that, and things will start to change and start to manifest in a way that that will be conducive and productive for the life that you're having right now.
Wow. Thank you very much for sharing that. Obviously you found your own thing. You could have just run with it and go, okay, I found my thing. I'm just gonna, keep it here and do it for me. What made you want to help other people?
Um, You know, that's a good question, because I always thought of myself as like an introvert. Like, I don't like people. I never like been the type to like really, like, I never been like good at making friends. I never been the type to like be outspoken and talk a lot. And people like, really? I'm like, yeah, like I'm like always the quiet one. And so for me, I don't know where it came from. I have no idea where it came from, but I realize that it is a passion that I have to see people prosper. And so I just align myself with the passions, the things that make me happy, and that's what it is. So I rock with it.
Mm. I mean, obviously, there are some challenges when it comes to, someone who is maybe later in life. At any point, trying to now say, okay, I think this is not my purpose. This is what I'm doing is not fulfilling enough for me. I need to I need to go through my own journey and identify with my own identity. There are challenges, and there are ways in which those challenges can be overcome, like how you can overcome those challenges. So, what are some of those challenges, and how do you overcome those challenges?
Um, One more time, the challenges of
Switching from, the mundane things, or the things that were not as fulfilling, switching now from those things into the more passion fulfilling things,
oh yeah.
into the more purpose driven life. What are some of those challenges that one can encounter, and how do you overcome those challenges?
So time, I think time is a big one. A lot of people think they don't have time to do the things that they want to pursue. And that's a lie. We have to change the narrative of the things that we say to ourselves, of the things that we speak over our lives. We have to change the narrative so that it flows in accordance to what we want, and it flows in accordance to the life that we want to live. And so being a time management is definitely a big part of that. I think fear is another thing that we have to address when we talk about the challenges as well, because like you said, some people might be later on in life, and they might feel like this whole new generation of tech is like far beyond me. I have no idea how to do it, and we keep telling ourselves, I don't know how to use this particular piece of tech, so you're not going to know how to use it, and so I think time, fear, and what's another thing I would say, um I would think doubt, well, doubt and fear kind of goes hand in hand, but I'm talking about doubt in the sense of imposter syndrome. People thinking that they don't fit the mold to do this particular thing. They're not the ideology of it. And to that, I would say start where you are. Confidence comes from action. So a lot of people think that we're going to have the confidence before we take action. No, but once you take action, then the confidence
Confidence
begins to
comes.
flow behind it. Yeah, so get rid of the fear, get rid of the imposter syndrome, and don't doubt yourself, and just do it. Make the time to do it. Change the narrative to allow you to speak things that will allow you to train your mind that you can do it, that you have the time to do it, you have the resources, and everything is available for you.
Wow, wow. I mean, you hit it right there with the fear, the doubts. But now here's the thing. There's some people who have many things they're interested in. Many things that their heart is drawn to. So many things. They're like, I don't know what to pick. I don't know where to go right now. All I know is this is not fulfilling for me. But I have 15 things. I go to the internet and I see, okay, maybe 10 of them can make me money. Maybe I can make a living from 7 of them, but I am so drawn to all of these things. How do I pick?
I said go with wherever your heart takes you. If you're interested in X and Z and A, take a look into X, Z, and A, and then figure out like how can you incorporate all those things that you're interested in and turn it into your own unique particular thing. Because purpose is not about one particular aspect of life. I think purpose involves every aspect of life. It incorporates all the experiences that you've had throughout your life, all the people that you've known, all the things that kind of shaped and mold you. And so you could, like, let's say you want to create your own brand, right? And you say, I want to be a blogger, but I want to be a fashion blogger. I like, I'm like into spirituality, lifestyle. You can take your own blog and incorporate all of those things into it and present it as this package. And so don't be afraid. I say do whatever your heart wants you to do, explore all the different avenues. And, from it, you can build something so massive and something so great from that.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. That's very insightful. Taking everything that you are and
Mhm.
as opposed to compromise, I need to choose this or pick that, make that all you are, like incorporate it all. And with time, I mean, some of them are going to fall off, some of them are going to strengthen the
Right,
core,
right.
and and
Yeah,
it's a process. Wow.
right.
Mm.
And so, and I think we overthink so much. We
Mm.
overthink so much. Like we psych ourselves out to the point where we are like our own failure.
Mm.
When you really think about it, you are your own failure. Like it didn't work because you didn't produce enough or produce the right way, or what I'm saying. And so we just got to get into a point where we basically start over, start our whole thinking process over, like because we're conditioned. At the end of the day, we're conditioned. You got to know what's conditioning you, and you got to be able to look at the conditionings that don't produce for you, that don't fit the mold that you want to be. And you're going to have to figure out, how do you cut through that? How do you slice through that to get to who you are, who you truly are, get to your gifts, get to your passions and your talents and all that.
1 second, please. So, how do you overcome fear? Because
How do you overcome fear?
yeah.
I actually did a video on that. How do you overcome fear? And
Mm.
I came to the realization, well, actually, I was listening to, what is this lady? Mel Robbins, or Mel Ryans, I think her name is. And she was talking about the fact that fear and excitement produce the same type of external physical aspects. Like when you have fear, you get the sweaty palms, your heart is racing, you're really anxious. And when you're excited, you have those same things. Like you have the sweaty palms, you're anxious, your heart is beating really fast. And so what she said, instead of thinking that she's experiencing fear, she says that she's experiencing excitement. Yeah. So, your brain kind of processes that differently. You say, oh my God, I'm about to get out here on stage in front of 50 million people. I'm so afraid. And it kind of draws you back. Whereas, oh my God, I'm about to get out here and in front of 50 million people and you're excited, it draws you in. And so you kind of got to, and those are what I talk about when you train your mind how to think, you know what I mean? And so I think, not thinking of fear so much in the sense of fear, but thinking of fear in the sense of excitement will really help you to like overcome the barrier of what fear brings.
Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you for that. And wow, you said it all. You said it all. And what's your process? Like, how would you describe your right now? I mean, the last couple of years, you've made it part of your purpose to help other people discover their own purpose, which is powerful. And how would you describe your process? Your way of doing this.
So I really think taking a look back at your experiences that you had, and really getting to a point where you are comfortable with where you are in life, getting to a place where you've accepted the things that you've been through and accepted the experiences that you've had, and use that as a catapult to shape your impact in the world. And so many of us we can't do that because we have not embraced our experiences in life. We have not embraced the things that make us who we are. And a lot of it is hurtful. A lot of it is painful to embrace per se. And I think because of that, we kind of overlook it, but that's such the important part of of finding out your purpose is embracing your past. And so I think definitely, and what I do is I help people to do that part first, do that part. And then once you can do that part, then you can start to have the freedom in life, and you can start to find your joy again. You can start to be happy again. And then once you get to that stage, then you figure out, okay, what is it that I want to do? How do I want to make the impact in the world? And then I help you, kind of weed through your ideas to see how you can create this to be like your own particular brand, how you can, present your passion and your purpose to the world. So it's kind of like there's two aspects to it. You have to do the internal work first. And so I do both. I help people with that internal work, and then I help people with the purpose and the passion. Hey, I don't know what I'm here in this world to do, but I'm ready to figure it out. I'm ready to make it happen. So I think I do the two aspects of it.
Wow. Well, thank you very much. The first part is, if you have to explain or describe it, it will be embracing who you are, embracing your identity,
Right.
and letting that become the strength on which you build the rest of your life upon. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Right. I love the way that you put that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
And for those who are really connecting to you right now and they're saying, I need to find this passion, I need to find my purpose, I need to make that a purpose, I need to be purposefully in life, I need to go out there and start helping people in the way that I want to help people. I want to be a contribution to life in the way that I am made divinely to be here on earth to do. I want to live my own path. How can they reach out to you? How can they connect with you?
Yeah, so you guys can definitely connect with me on Facebook at Carla Marcelle. I'm also on IG at touch.purpose. And you can reach out to me through email. You can email me at touchpurpose@gmail.com. And you can check out my website to learn more about me and see more of my work that I do. It's touchpurpose.com.
Touchpurpose.com. Wow, that's very good. How are you able to secure that? Touchpurpose.com. Wow.
Yeah.
And your Facebook is how do you spell that?
At Carla Marcelle. So Carla, my first name, and Marcelle, Marcelle.
Wow, thank you very much for first of all doing what you do.
Yes.
With your purpose to help others.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and thank you very much for sharing all of these things.
Yeah.
It was a great conversation.
Yes.
And I look forward to seeing you help more people, and I look forward to also having you here again. Thank you very much for coming.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good one.